commencer un petit peu. Alright, hello everybody. Okay, let's go into the sim right away. C'est beau. C'est beau. We're in the sim. We're in the sim. Okay, so what do we have on the plans for today now that the big Black Shape Prime trip is done? Well, today I decided to go revisit some of my earlier streams and somewhat fails, and do justice to them by flying them a bit more correctly. Not perfectly. I'm still a bit of a noob, but I do have like 6 months. Yeah. Long story short, Trax 360. Shouldn't you be at work? You're not retired yet. Well, I'm not retired yet, but I have every other Monday off. So, cheers to you. By the way, this is only Perrier and lime. There's nothing bad in there. And shouldn't you be at work? Or are you watching from work? Gonna leave you in the background. Cool, man. So I was gonna go a bit of story time on why I'm here in this plane right now. So yeah, back in April, I did my first pretty big flight sim stream. I had streamed before, but I never really streamed the flight sim. And I took it upon myself after discovering this nice little plane here to let's cross Canada. Let's do a whole video series on crossing Canada in a Viper jet. Good idea, but my problem is I had no clue how to work an autopilot. I had barely a clue how to work a GPS. And I had called the thing Canada VFR. I don't know if the weather is, today the weather is pretty much the same as it was back then. That's actually pretty cool. So it's marginal VFR when I started, and when I arrived in Stephenville, it was anything but VFR. And I had no clue where to go. I had no waypoints set. I couldn't line up the runway except like by hand and feel. Yeah, it was kind of ugly. But now I think I can do the same flight a bit more easier and safer, and it's actually going to be a pretty boring flight. That's going to be for the first flight. The second flight is not going to be in the Viper jet, it's going to be in the Pocket Rocket. After I gotten used to the Pocket Rocket, I gave myself the small challenge of let's do a sort of a canyon run, but instead of in the Grand Canyon, let's follow the Fraser River in BC and flying like 2,000 feet through the mountains. Everything was perfect. It was a nice day, beautiful. I had plenty of good screenshots. And what happened when I landed? Well, as some of you may know, my controls are sort of dying, and when I clicked the gear buttons, I heard the gear. I didn't check if they were on, and they weren't, and I belly flopped. Yeah. So, a super nice flight that ended in the shittiest way possible. So, we're gonna do those 2 flights. And probably bonus flight is gonna be trying out my my Piaggio Avanti for the first time on stream, programming the FMC and all that. Yeah, the first flight should take just about an hour, maybe a bit less. Second flight, even less than that, like 45 minutes. And yeah, so today for starters, I'm going on Sky Vector here. So we're leaving St. John's, and we're going to Stephenville. You don't see the magenta line because the magenta line, like all this, is on the BC side. We'll get there later. We'll get there. Yeah. hour and a half. So, and the METAR there says 17 gusting, 23, kind of shit weather. It's almost the same as it was when I started my Canada VFR trip, which is kind of hilarious. So it's gonna be the same. So I'm gonna basically fly it the same, which was go first to 6,000, thinking I'm gonna go 6,000. It's gonna be a nice VFR flight. And then IMC for a bit, and then I go, well, the hell with that, and I fly higher, and then I don't know when to come down. But now I'm gonna know when to come down. All right. Right, let's remove Sky Vector. As always, if you're flying, if by any chance you're in Europe, you have a day off, I am on FS Cloud. You can look me up, Cosmic R5. I am sitting in St. John's, Newfoundland, and I'm heading to here about. So it's on the coast right here, Stephenville. If I zoom in, you'd see it, but oh well. No biggie. Alright, so that's it for FS Cloud. And also, I've changed my my donation goal. It used to be honeycomb yolk and $250, but I decided I need something a bit more humble and something that would be a bit more useful sooner. So I'm going for a Navigraph sub. If anybody wants to throw money my way for a Navigraph sub for better navigation and better streams, please do it. You don't have to. And yeah, so I've already set my my overlay for the departure destination. Once we pass 2,000 feet, you're gonna get the ETA. And yeah, that's it. So let's get in there and let's rock this joint. So the Viper jet, kind of simple. So as you saw, the ground power is plugged in via a switch. You basically throw on a switch and poof, it appears by magic. So first thing we're gonna do is remove the chocks, then battery, avionics, the fuel. This is loading up. We're gonna clear that. Actually, let's clear that right away while I'm plugged in to the ground power. Let's do flight plan. Actually, let's pop it. Yeah, this is basically the end. I'll still remove it and re-put it in, just so this is the stuff that I didn't do last time. So let's go menu, delete flight plan. Oops, flight plan, and enter. Boom, boom. All right. So the last time, all I did was this: add Charlie, Yankee, Juliet, Tango, enter, enter, and I thought that was it. So I took off, and as you can imagine, with the little magenta thing being there, my plane didn't know where to go. I was going like, and I'm like, where the hell am I going? So I came back and flew heading. Then that didn't quite work. So yeah, that was kind of a stupid thing. Yeah, while I'm here, let's do CDI right away. And let's go procedures. The thing that I didn't do the first time. Select approach. And we're gonna be going for the ILS 27. The wind is let's make sure. Yeah, easy clap. ILS 27. Enter. And we can do YJT. I could do vectors, but I know it's gonna send me to YJT anyway. But yeah, let's just do vectors. Boom, vectors. Then it sends me to Zulu Juliet Tango. Okay, so load that. And let's do the other thing that I didn't do last time, which is activate the first leg. Because for some reason, the X-Plane 530, you add in the new waypoint, it stays on where you are. It's like, logic, there is none. And that's our route. It's basically a straight line, and then just hooking towards the 27, and that's basically it. So let's go out of here. And yeah, let's grab the ATIS.
Charlie, Yankee, Yankee, Tango, airport information, Bravo 1300, Zulu, weather, wind 267 at 15, gusting to 25, visibility 10, sky condition, ceiling 1006. Charlie, Yankee, Yankee, Tango, airport information, Charlie 1300, Zulu, weather, wind 267 at 15, gusting to 25, visibility 10, sky condition, ceiling 1006, broken temperature 102.7, altimeter 3025. Advise on initial contact that you have information, Charlie.
We have information, Charlie. Barometer 3025. And the ceiling's even lower than it was the first time. There you go. Alright, so we can close this. Alright, nav, strobe, bacon, and throttle. No, not right away. Fuel pump, igniter, or else nothing's gonna happen. And starting this thing is this simple. You just watch the N2 till it reaches about 25%, then let go of starter. So press the starter, let go. Once it stabilizes, generator. Bit of a hot start. No idea why. Alright, generator is on, igniter is off, and this thing is friggin' loud. Let's close the, yeah, this will help. Not much. Okay, bleed air, let's pressurize her. Because we're going to be flying to 15,000. We're going to do this in like 2 shots. Alright, flight director. We're going to be on nav. Altitude is going to be... At first I'm going to set it to 6,000 the way I did it the first time. Basically, it's going to be a mirror of what I did the first time, and hopefully what I like actually should be on standby. It should be on when I leave. Okay, we're gonna put the defroster on just because pitot heat needs to go on. What's the weather like again? 10 degrees. Okay, so there may or may not be a need for icing, but yeah, we're in Canada, might as well. We're going to be flying through some IMC in northern Canada, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go to my audio settings because right about here. Alright, I'm gonna hear myself think a bit better. Okay, so that's set. That's set. No, that's not completely set. Another thing I had no idea how to work was vertical speed. So, and this thing can really perform. Like now I put her like half fuel. I've got about 2.5 hours worth of fuel, which is plenty. And this thing is gonna be like, it could be twitchy. It's gonna be fast as all hell. Alright, so let's do a vertical speed of 2,000. Actually, let's do 3,000. We should be good. Yeah. Because we can. Alright, so got this. Oh yeah, now that we've done with the... Make this disappear. Oh, and another story, this airport, which, let's go visit the airport. The St. John Airport is freshly downloaded because apparently the Explain default had a weird bug with runways following the terrain. I have no idea. It had like basically ditches in the middle of the runway. So you'd take off and your plane would just like gah! Or you sort of take off and it's like a wheel would hook in the middle of the air. It's really weird. I turned off runway follows terrain contour and it fixed it. But I know that some of the airports I downloaded, if you don't have that, oh, I'm missing one library apparently. I have no idea because I have a ton of libraries. And where was I? Oh yeah, a lot of the downloaded airports I have, they need to follow the contour. So I was like, okay, so I can't leave it like that. And sure enough, I found and downloaded this airport for this place, and put follow contours back on, and it works. Go figure. Alright, so let's go taxi. We're gonna take off runway 29. And yeah, that's it. So it's a taxi light. Got my stuff. So make sure everything is yeah. Thank you. Alright, release brakes and let's go that way. And this plane is so great to fly because it's so easy to start up and just it's like almost as easy as the Black Shape Prime and a lot faster and pressurized and can fly higher. Let's turn the thing on. Oh, and also on the side, just before streaming, I was watching the getting your first VFR flight on VATSIM. This should happen at some point in the near future. Alright, let's stop here. I do need to check here and there because I did get live traffic to work. Apparently I was stupid. Alright, let's go on that runway. It's weird how, yeah, the weather is almost the same as it was. It's very windy. Well, it's always very windy here. it is the middle of the ocean. Alright, let's follow this center line. Alright. Okay, let's line her up. Oh yeah, it's amazing. It looks almost exactly the same as it did 6 months ago. Same weather, same temperature. Alright. So, set transponder to altitude. Take a sip of water. We are supposedly VFR and in sort of marginal conditions, so landing lights go on, this can come off, and we're set, we're good to go. So, Charlie 5 Charlie Oscar Zulu taking off to the west, St. John Tower. And go. Brakes off. Apply power. We're looking for a 90. Power set. 90 rotate. Gear up. Confirmed. And it doesn't even need flaps when you have less fuel. Alright, departure Charlie Oscar Zulu. See ya. Autopilot on. And see, now the autopilot is doing what I want it to do, instead of surprising me with all sorts of shit. This is basically exactly what happened last time. So I'm gonna let it fly to 6,000, and yeah, this thing climbs like this thing is a rocket. I do have a pocket rocket, but this thing just... Yeah, today is gonna be the stream of the expensive rich boys' toys. Oh, if I'm above the clouds, maybe I won't have to go 15,000. I will bug, it's 271, right? Right. So, heading mode is going to be 271. Not heading mode, but heading bug. And here we are, 6,000 and a bit. And no fussing with the autopilot. I will put on yaw damper, that would help a bit. That's it. Stuff like when I started, I was like mystified by this thing. At first I thought the plane had a problem, but no, the problem is between the screen and the chair. And this thing is freaking loud. So that's... Hell yeah. And you can buy this plane for about $1 million. It is a plane that exists. Let's go on Wikipedia. Look up the stats. So, fiber jet. Sky Vector page, which is not Sky Vector, which is... So yeah, this thing exists. Designed by Mr. Scott Enshett and his brother. And yeah, it rocks. So there are the Enshett brothers with the Viper Jet Mark II, which is this thing. And yeah, it's a fast little thing. Let's go see the for sale. Let's go Google search. Viper Jet for sale. Not bad. This one doesn't have the tip tanks though. Let's go. It's got a bit of a different insides, but it's not too complicated. It's got the Tivoli lights on the underneath here. It's kind of cool. And yeah, this panel is almost the same. This panel is almost the same. And obviously he flies it with a big ass helmet because you want the air combat feel in this jet. Yeah, as far as rich boys toys go, this thing is pretty rad. So call Thomas Aerospace for an offer. Offers start at $595,000 USD in Washington State. So yeah. Go buy it right away. Alright, so let's kill this. Quite the plane. Oh yeah, now that we're well on our way, let us go to the flight plan. Actually, let's pop this. Go approach, menu, activate this leg, turn slightly, and when we have I'd say 15 minutes to go, we're gonna start going down. stuff I didn't do back then, and it's a super simple flight. Bit bumpy flight. To be a rich boy and have first world problems. It must be such a blast to fly that. View. If a bit bumpy. Yeah, it's a mirror flight. It's basically the mirror flight. But instead of me panicking, I left the fuel pump on. Okay, remove that. But instead of me panicking and not knowing where to go, cruising happily. Want to look at the wind speed. Oh, we do have a bit of a headwind. This is playing havoc with our airspeed. Oh, I do. Did I? Oh, yeah. Apparently I had. So that's going to adjust itself a little. Did have a bit of a trim problem. That's gonna settle itself and come back down. No biggie. That's the one thing I did do wrong today, is I forgot to check where my trim was. Yeah, just do vertical speed. Yeah, vertical speed, like, easier. Like so. There you go. I was gonna, because I played with the trim. There you go. It's still going up. Yeah, and that's me and touching things. Of course, it had to go not quite perfectly. jets a little. Just a little. There it goes. I barely touch it. The trim on my control is all sorts of wonky. Alright, that's cool. Let's go into 2,000 a minute. Alright. See? That's good. So I'm even mirroring some mistakes that I did in the past because, you know, I'm still a noob. And I still have a tendency to, like, mess things up when I shouldn't. It's okay, I'll get there. It's probably why I was flying all rocky, because my trim was all wrong. But you can still see, like, the autopilot trying to mess things up a little bit. But yeah, just do your stuff. Don't touch that thing. So we're boogieing along at like 290 knots with 86% N1, Mach 5, 0.531. This thing all's ass. Also, I want to show something on. I'll go on Avitab. Let's zoom out. When I did the first flight, the first Canada coast to coast flight, at some point here, I sent it on a tangent that sent it like straight, like north. Then I noticed something was way wrong. So I made it come back, like, basically looking at a map. Where's the airport? Do the runway, and I flew it down by hand until I almost rammed it into the ground. Because remember, this was IMC. I couldn't see anything, and I didn't know anything about, like, waypoints and stuff. So I flew it like 200 feet from the ground until I got to the airport. And I got to the airport in a massive crosswind, which we're probably going to get today too. Probably going to get a pretty good crosswind. Maybe a bit less of a crosswind, but I should handle it a bit better. 2,000 per minute means that yeah, the trim and explain is so weird. That's something that's not me. The trim and explain is weird, basically. Because I sort of think the input is fighting the autopilot. And I'm not touching anything. Patouche. Patouche, patouche, patouche. How close am I to max speed? Not really close. I can still go. This thing will do almost 4,000. 400. Yeah, it'll do 4,000 afterburner and all. No, it's pretty fast, man. The fastest I've gone. Well, when you fly at altitude, I got it to max. So yeah. It boogies. Notice autopilot has issues when the plane is close to max speed. That's the case when you are. No, it's not. It's basically the trim. Like the trim is on this wheel right now, and you can't really set dead zones in X-Plane for I don't know what reason. And of course I made the mistake of just touching the trim, and now the setting of the trim is fighting with what the autopilot wants. Because yeah, yesterday I played a lot with my trim because I was trying to fly the Gulfstream G4, just like in a pattern, trying to land it. Man, oh, that was ugly. Good thing I didn't stream that. And for some reason I left it where it was. So when I took off, I noticed my trim was like way wrong. And I think my autopilot was trying to fight it. When I replaced it, the plane shot up to like 15,000. Oh well. Now don't let your boss catch you at work watching Twitch though. I will not be blamed for your troubles. I am my boss at work at home. Ah, cool, man. Awesome. Yeah, see, it's still trying to like fight something. I'll put it at complete neutral. Bring it down more. It can do the aerobatic crazy shit. I'm light. My tip tanks are empty. Trade stock market all day. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess you can watch a bit of Twitch. Alright, let's cool it down a bit more. I don't want to be going too fast anyway. So we're 20 minutes away, and it's the seconds are counting down in a very oh, they're counting back up. Okay, because I'm slowing down. Alright, now it's gonna settle around 6,000 and not touching the trim anymore. Okay, so yeah. So now that I like the trim is set at neutral, it's not fighting the autopilot anymore. So there should be something in X-Plane that when you turn on the autopilot, you could play with the trim all you want and it doesn't do anything. Or it's just me being a noob, which is very possible. In a real plane, the trim wheel still works. Fair enough. Alright, let's go a bit faster. I do want to get there at some point today. Let's go 90, 89-ish. Oh my god, we see the ground! Oh! Speaking of seeing the ground, you were there for that crazy landing in Bécamo. While I was trying my Piaggio Avanti, I did a flight from my place in St. Hubert to Goose Bay in Labrador. Yes, very insane. So, flying from St. Hubert to Goose Bay, I flew over Bécamo at 35,000 feet, and it was clear. I could see, it's like, oh, okay, this is where I kind of messed up. That was kind of weird. Yeah, it was insane, but the next day was fine, though. The next day was like almost clear, and the next day it was active sky was being cranky. Hello, Kretz. How's it going? Welcome to something new new for you. Flying this baby. Le Viper Jet. Just came back from uni. Cool, man. Yeah, I'm revisiting some flights that went wrong. This was my first flight in my Canada coast to coast, and I barely knew how to operate the plane, and it was all wonky. So today it should be a bit better. I never found a proper approach chart for the... Does it have ILS? Yes, it does! I'm actually going for... let's go, flight plan. It's runway 27, but it's the ILS approach. I don't really have to tune it, I'm just gonna go in. Pretty easy. But yeah, theoretically I could. My second flight is gonna be crazier. Speaking of my second flight, let's go to... BC. Okay, so for what I want to do in BC, I'm gonna have to fool around with the weather because there's no way I'd be able to do that. That 777 pack was worth buying, especially after fixing the wing problems. Oh, nice, man. So you don't have flappy wings anymore? Oops, sound system. Remove this. Yeah, so my second flight, I will not be using the weather for the second one because I'm going to be flying a bit nuts. This is my second flight. No, it looks so real. I want to look at the Magnite 787. Oh, that's cool. Those are big planes, man. But that's your stuff, so yeah, man, go for it. So the next flight in the Pocket Rocket will be taking off from Kamloops, and we're gonna be canyon running over Fraser River towards Vancouver International. That's gonna be a hell of a ride. And it's gonna be and flying the entire way. Almost. Yes, that's a lot of turn. And I think probably the only place where I'll set the autopilot is gonna be when I get to Abbotsford. After I take that turn, well, it is only... Okay, so maybe after Hope to fly over Chilliwack, that's when I'll set the autopilot. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. So I have to go around this little mountain, and after that, this is all flat lands. When you start in Kamloops, it's anything but flat. It's gonna be fun. Where am I going today? This first flight, which I need to start going down. Real speed, actually altitude 4,000-ish. Vertical speed 1,500. Actually, no, I don't have ortho anywhere. This is something I need to do at some point. Is get some ortho. Right, let's chill the fuel. Yeah, so right now, this is not the flight I'm doing. Let's hope I have lots of hard drive space. Yeah, that's donation for storage space. No, I did change my donation goal for the Navigraph subscription, because that's more important than having a yoke. So right now, I'm flying from St. John's to Stephenville, which I am getting close to. Couldn't hear you, there was an F-35 who passed next to me. Yeah, so right now I'm going to Stephenville, Newfoundland. So St. John, I went from St. John to Stephenville. It's a remake of my first flight on stream, which had a bunch of failures and detours and close calls. Now it should go a bit better. Pour vrai, l'F-35, nice! Qu'est-ce que tu voles en ce moment? Ceci. Oh, okay, in case people didn't know, you can do exclamation mark plane here. So I'm flying this in the IMC. Let's do bigger range. We're getting there. We's a getting there. Just want to make sure. Let's zoom in. Let's not forget, this is in meters. I'm cool. Not quite 4,000. I am golden. Can even start going down little further, say closer to 3,000. Yeah, this altitude thing in the Viper jet is kind of funky because it starts doing single digits. There, a beautiful number. So this 1,000 a minute is gonna be fine. Okay, so are there any more? There's a 510 here. There's a couple other ones. There's a 578. Times 3.25. Oh, I could do times 4, it'd be alright. 520, 516, da da da. Hey, we see a bit of the ground. A tiny little bit. I did notice there was a 668 times 3. Let's say about 2,000. I'm cool. I'm cool for a bit. And we're landing. Where are we landing again? Actually, at some point we're going to be turning. We're landing here in Stephenville. The airport is here. So, yeah, at some point we're going to be turning somewhere around here, I think. But yeah, no biggie. I know the way. So we're 5 minutes from the turn. Set up my altitude for 2,000. Ish again. Start chilling the gases a bit more. 70. I remember the first time I was flying here in the same conditions, and I was freaked out of my mind because everything I'm doing I basically didn't know how to do. Such beautiful weather in Newfoundland. land. Now let's see if it's gonna be another Monka S a la Bécamo type landing. But it should be not as bad. Nice little crab going. Terre-Neuve, esti. More crab? Yeah. Meow. At some point I have to learn how to do the proper ILS approach. Hopefully better conditions than this. Alright, almost there. Here comes the turn. Turning now. Let's still chill a little bit. Let's start a vertical speed. 500. Still come on, map. Okay, basically all the mountains are no more. I could do 1,000 and I'll sell 1,200. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good number. This is basically all marshlands. Crash Hill. That's ominous. Alright, can we... Nah, we can't yet. Alright, It's not quite big como, but it's not great either. Start chilling. And now apparently there's a runway out there. Alright, so let's give it some speed brakes. Get it to 170. Gear out. Flaps out. And over there somewhere is a runway. Put on the fuel pump. Gears down indicated. Something very important to check with this thing. Where are you? Bring down, yeah, that's an idea. It's right here. What happened to the lights? My plane? What happened to... Oh, hello! Now you wake up. Do not try this at home, boys and girls. We are trained professionals. That was a hard landing, but it was better than the landing I had before. And for some reason, the lights are... Non, ça lui tentait pas. Alright, let's clean up the flaps. So, is it here? Yeah, it's a runway here. Ah, now my brakes are sticking. So yeah, I have this Lua plugin that's supposed to turn on lights when the weather is crap like this, and apparently it don't work here. And oh, brakes. Let's contemplate something. These lights. Yeah. So, Newfoundland is weird. Alright, let's go park it somewhere. Yeah, next to that shed over there. And there you go. Alright, a bit more eventful than I thought it was gonna be. Let's do this again. And yeah, that's it. Okay, first things goes. Avionics. Then cut the fuel. Cut the fuel. Put the chocks back on. Turn everything off. Oh yeah, when it's in the corner like this, it doesn't want to for some reason. And can dump all, depressurize, turn off all the stuff. And I don't say this and then this. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stephenville, which is, yeah, foggy, ugly. And apparently the lights were on strike till the very last moment when I was like passing over. Thank you, Explain. Thank you, Laminar. Thank you, Austin. This is kind of weird. All right, let's do another flight. First things first, I'm gonna put on my loading screen. Put on some Zizik. And all right, let's kill the sim. Actually, yes, kill FS Cloud. I'm going to be restarting. So yeah, it still looked better than the first time I did it. Some mistakes were made, but less mistakes, less fatal mistakes. I landed on the actual runway instead of running off in the field, which I did the first time. But yeah. Okay, new flight. This is just a tad too loud for my taste. Alright. Okay. Next up is the pocket rocket. Oh yeah, first thing I want to do is kill active sky, because we're going to be doing this in nice modified weather. What am I doing? Okay, this. Are you sure you want to shut down active sky? Yes, I'm sure. Okay, now let's go back into the sim. Go pocket rocket. And we're gonna customize this. We'll start with no, not this. Manually configured. Select a preset. VFR, which looks like seven status. No, let's put, yeah, just go Kavok. We're gonna add layers of clouds just to make it look nice. And there you go. I will add some wind though. What's the wind like at Kamloops? It's 120. Here it's 200. At Hope it's 270. Here it's 070. Okay, so I'm gonna put the wind at okay, plus wind layer. Let's put it here. It's gonna be 70 degrees. At combien? It looks pretty windy. No, not too bad. So the wind in Vancouver is gonna be okay. But it's gonna be the same wind all over the place. That's gonna be fucked up. Okay, so that. Local time is about right. We're going CYKA. No. CYKA. God damn it. And we're gonna be landing. Yeah, landing. GA something, taking off 9. Then basically going around and going towards Vancouver in a very crazy fashion. Ça va être la fun. Alright, so confirm this. And this. Fuel, I don't want to be full of fuel. I don't need 5 hours worth. Okay, so again, let's just empty the tip tanks. Yeah, 3 hours is way enough. Okay, and the weight, yeah, is me and my buddy, and gear and stuff. All right. So start flight. Now once we're in, I have to update a few things. I have to go to... Okay, this I don't need anymore, so let's go to... Actually, Nightbot here. I need X Aviation. Pocket Rocket. Actually, just the Torque Sim site. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm doing stuff on one side, and yeah, this can be dangerous. Stuff can blow up. Stuff has blown up for less. There she blows. Alright. Okay, so this is cool. Leave this like this. Hey, it's supposed to read. What? Really? Let's fix this. Let's go to livery manager. Tail number. Let's delete all this. It's Charlie 5. Oh, it doesn't do the doink. 5C0Z. It's gonna take a while. It's working. Slowly. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, it's redoing all deliveries, really? Alright, the prop is moving, so that's a good sign. Why are all the covers... oh man. This thing. Explain sometimes is unexplainable. Alright, that's good. So yeah, the pocket rocket, you can wear your own, like, registration. Alright, so it's kind of early morning in Kamloops. And we're gonna be going, we're taking off one way and we're going the other way. But before we do all this, let's leave the plane here with the sunrise. I need to take a bio. I need to play on the Nightbot. Commands, custom, gal monsieur c'est un beau custom. Edit the plane. I have to take this copy. I go here. Dork, sim, pocket, rocket. Control V. Submit. The route. CYKA. Kamloops to VFR. Vancouver. Low and fast. Submit. So, exclamation mark, plane. Boom. Exclamation mark, route. Voila. Alright, that's good. That's cool. I need to fix the header thingamajigger. So CY Kilo Alpha to CYVR. This. Okay. It's not a long one, but it's gonna be a fun one. Alright, that's good. That's good, that's showing up. And now I have to go for a bio. Bodily fluids need to be expelled and new bodily fluids need to be put in. Changement d'huile finalement. So stay here, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So, first flight is done. There was nothing to write home about. Still better than the first time I did it. But, yeah, I'm probably gonna go revisit it again. So, yeah, but I'm kind of miffed at the fact that the lights weren't on. Like, it's super, like, foggy, overcast, dark, and no lights on the runway. That's just I don't get it. And I have a plugin just for that. What can you do? Well, what I can do is this time the weather is fixed, and we're gonna be gonna go fly fast. Let's remove the bio brake thing. And do I remember how to turn on this thing? Let's go back in. So, battery on. Generator on standby. Avionics on. Igniter on auto. Nav, beacon, and strobe, and also panel. Let's remove the master warnings. And yeah, here we have fuel pump on. Cabin fuel select on auto. Need to click on this to activate it. Yeah, it's a bit more metal than what I usually listen to. Kind of fits with the plane though. Alright, so okay, that's the inertial separator. Does it need to be on, I think? Or does it need to be on? I really need to go back and look at the Explain 11, aircraft, X aviation, pocket rocket, manuals, normal procedures. That's airspeeds. Oh yeah, make sure doors are latched. Yeah, doors are latched. Yeah, strobes are on. Maybe strobes are not necessary right away. Let's turn off the strobes. Man, I haven't flown this in too long. So, what's open or closed? Oh, and I think it's like this. I'm gonna get a message instead. Okay, prop, full forward. And c'est combien de pourcents? Engage, hold for 2 seconds, and 16% put in fuel. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. And if you don't know where the starter is on the pocket rocket, you open this little thing here, and there is your starter. So, 0, 1, 2. Alright. What's that? 16, 13, 14, low idle. And it does that crazy whoa. Oh yeah, how do I turn on? There you go. Turboprop! Yes! Very turboprop. Welcome to the pocket rocket. This thing is all sorts of crazy. Alright, this can go on. Igniter can come off. Pitot heat needs to go on. Generator on gen. And we're good. Alright, transponder is going to be on standby for now. Alright. Map. Put this here. And this has the tendency on... Yeah. It's always done that. System. Menu. Yeah, that's it. I want track up. Q. Also gonna minimize the range. Yes, I can play with my mouse wheel here. So that sound is the blade coming out of beta. Yes! When I turn on beta, you'll know. This thing is madness. Alright, that's going to be good enough for me because this is going to be so much VFR. So remove that. This. That's good, that's good, that's good. Oh yeah, flight plan. Menu, delete flight plan. Boop. Okay, now I need my Skyvector thing. So the first thing is YZA. Should have gone the other way. Ashcroft. Enter. Enter. Then there's a whole bunch of... That was just for me. I'll put it... I'll go... This is what I'm looking at right now. All those GPS points, no need to put them. I know the way. So let's remove that again. I need to see it though. and it's Hope, CYHE. So Charlie, Yankee, Hotel, Quacktack. No! We're not going to Quacktack anymore for a while. Right, Hope. Enter, enter. Then it's Chilliwack, so CYCW. So Charlie, Yankee, Charlie, Whiskey, go, tur. Then it's Abbotsford, because I promised somebody at some point that I'd be making a pass on the tower. So that's Charlie. Oops, the other way. Charlie. I haven't flown this in a while, so it's doing the mouse wheel is not something I'm used to. CYN Juliet. Enter. VR, which is I think it's a DME or an NDB or something. So yeah, that way. Victor. Romeo. Canada. An NDB. We just saw. Enter again. And finally, CYVR. C. Y. Vital. Romeo. Enter. And at this point we'll be on autopilot. So we go procedure, select approach. We want the 08 right. So let's go. Oh, okay. Yeah, like that. Should be easier. So we want the RNAV 08 right. Enter. And vectors. Enter and load. Alright, so we're going first to YZA. Then we'll be following this. And I have to be over 3,000 at some point, probably at Langley. So Oh, I forgot a waypoint. Shit. I can't add waypoints like in the middle, right? I think this is the first time I do this. Menu. Shit, I fucked it up. Okay, Langley. I forgot XX. I forgot Abbotsford. Okay. This is Abbotsford. This is VFR. Crap! Okay, delete approach. Menu. I'm sure there's a way. Oh well, Abbotsford, we'll do it by hand or something, I don't know. Oh, crap. I can be such a noob sometimes. Procedure, select approach, enter, do the RNAV 8 right, vectors, enter, load. Alright. Keep it like that. Okay, one thing I'm going to do is give it a bit more sound. So, more masters, more exterior. Oh yeah! And should be good. Oh, FS Cloud. Just in case, you know, because you never know. I want to make my presence known on FS Cloud. Okay. Turn this off. Go settings. Go advanced. Go Cosmic R5. Now the only thing that sort of looks like a pocket rocket in FS Cloud is a short Tucano. So let's go short Tucano. Save that. Yes. Thank you. Go map. Okay, on FS Cloud I can actually center on E. Alright, that's done. That's done. Let's close this because I don't need it. And we're good to go. Let's advance this a little. Let's get out, let's make sure. Yeah, my two pitot covers were still on, my chocks were still on. this plane sometimes can do tricks. Leave your pitot covers, your plane is wrecked. Alright, cool. And okay, so we're taxiing to the, yeah, let's go like this. Send my drone. Yeah, I'm taxiing to this end, taking off like this, then aerobatic U-turn, then follow the lake and go to the Fraser River. Let's have a ball. And let's go transponder. No, that's not nearest. Oh, what the heck? It's transponder. Put on. All right. Let's taxi and want a beta mode. Yes, this plane is a bear on the ground. Right. Null traffic. I can't really see. I gotta creak my neck. Alright, let's go runway. Come out of beta because I'm going to be going the wrong way. Brakes, man. My brakes are still messing up. I would probably have enough room and not care about the wind, but let's do things correctly. Oh, speaking of doing things correctly, I didn't set up anything in the autopilot. Oh, great. Alright, so let's go into the little U-turn area here. Alright, so let's do what I forgot to do. So this altitude is gonna be like, I'm gonna put it at 3,000. Because I know I'm gonna be over that to get to my crazy waypoint. Yes, I know, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. Shut up. Shut up. So I will need yaw damper. I will need flight director. Do I need flight director? Yeah, I'll leave it on. Okay, CDI is on GPS, so that's cool. This is on nav. Alright. So that's set. Transponder. Oh, Charlie. Get rid of that. And let's boogie out of here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Off brakes. Basically, let it do its thing. I may have to beta to slow it down. What do you mean, may have? This is the pocket rocket. This is crazy. Alright. Alright. So, flaps. Oh, who needs flaps? This is the pocket rocket. Airspeed's alive. Rotate. Gear up. Up indicated. I love this thing. Alright. Alright, let's make the lake our primary direction to go. And let's boogie! Yes, this will need some down trim because hand flying will be a bear. Alright. Yes, I can't wait to have proper controls where I have aileron trim and rudder trim too. Damn, I love this thing. So because I'm flying so low, I'm going to be staying rich pretty much the entire way. Yes, don't do this at home, kids. Don't do this at home, boys and girls. We are trained professionals. Yeah. Sort of. It's not what I wanted to do. Damn, I love this plane. So crazy. Yeah, there's always an aileron creep to the trim, man. It's fucking annoying as all hell. I could like fly higher and fix it, but what's the fun in that? So yes, I'm flying 283. I'm still in the green. My turboprop is yawning. I love that thing. I've missed it. Yeah. It's so light with no fuel in the tip tanks. Scare people. Yes, we can see the flight path on the PFD. This is the... It's the Hot Start TBM PFD that was licensed from Hot Start to make this. so much fun. And I have missed this plane. The last time I flew it, I probably did. I did something wrong because I was doing a whole bunch of things. I was flying the plane. I was taking screenshots, uploading them on Discord while watching a stream because I was flying with somebody else on stream while being plugged into XFS, which is sort of like FS Cloud, but basically different brand. Closer with the IVAO client. It's not on IVAO, it's basically how can I say it? It's a poor man's IVAO. There you go. And I was posting screenshots and the sim crashed. I was like, okay, fuck. So I jumped back in, took the Viper jet instead, went faster, did less stuff. Yes, I know, shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn right here. I want to keep following the Fraser River. Those moments when you take an outside shot and you think you're gonna slam into a mountain. It's a bit of a pull up. Let's dive into that one. Yeah, I can't do that for too long. Not flying this low. Well, this time I'll save the flight when I get to Vancouver. Yes, I know. I'm going too fast, too low. That's what I do. Okay, there's gonna be a sharp right after this mountain thing. Actually, I can cut it. I can cut it over this. This plane flies so beautifully though. Damn, I love this. This is stuff you don't usually see on streams. Relax a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, where's Kretz when I need him? I need him to have a heart attack. Right, let's aim for that little hole. Take a screenshot like this. And if whoever is watching has motion sickness, sorry, not sorry. Sorry about your condition, but I'll still do it. Let's pass this. Let's weave through here. The PFD just does not understand. It's like, what the hell are you trying to do, man? Oh, I'm flying low and fast. That's what I do. Yeah, if I'm below 2,000, apparently the PFD just goes crazy. Did we just have a crash? Or I dropped 137 frames. Nice. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, OBS. $137 drop frames, man. Apparently X-Plane doesn't like it to go this low. And we're pretty much on track for the flight director. Fly it just a tad higher. Little trick I learned from flying the Grand Canyon. At some point I have to fly this thing, or fly this route with something supersonic. Yes, I am that crazy. I'm gonna scare a bit more squirrel. Man, the synthetic vision really doesn't like this, though. I'm flying a bit slow. Slow. Here the turns are a bit tighter. Very reminiscent of the Grand Canyon. Okay, I have to go up higher. You can cut some corners. Food, Slayer Babe! Bon appétit, Slayer Babe! Gars, je suis en train de faire le cave en pocket rocket. Oui! Right, so we're approaching Hope. So how's your day, Slayer babe? Est-ce que tu survives le madness? Amuse-toi bien, je t'aime à la folie, je t'aime aussi, babe. Mwah. I will do my best not to slam into a mountain. Oui, déjà tout fait. Nice. Fait que easy afternoon. What the fuck? You don't get kisses? Depends. Do you grow a beard? Are you a boy or a girl? Well, then you get rough kisses. Alright, we'll be flying over Hope, which is a tiny grass airport right here. Right, Lolo. I would so do this flight in real life, man. It'd be obscenely dangerous, obscenely illegal. But yes. Before we go autopilot, we'll still follow the river a bit further down. So that was the big fun. Fraser River at extremely low levels in a pocket rocket. Ah, BC. The synthetic vision is so cool though. About to pass Chilliwack. An ancient 80s Canadian band. Gone, 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 she's been gone so long, she's been gone, gone, gone so long. So let's buzz the tower at Chilliwack because we can. Chilliwack Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby. Negative, Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. All right. So now we have to weave in between those two hills. Flying at a very lofty 800 feet. Or should I try to find Langley Airport, which should be this way? It's climbing to 1500 or something. I do see something on my MFD. Okay, come on, man. Just hold it a little bit more. There you go. Following probably yes, the Trans-Canadian Highway, which I don't know the number in BC. In Quebec it's the 20. In Ontario it's the 401. Airports? Any airports? Oh, actually, yes, it's right there. So I don't remember who in the general aviation group wanted a flyby at Abbotsford, but I'm on my way there right now. You will get your flyby. If possible, inverted. Yes, I am flying under 1,000 because that's how we roll. Just about 1,000. Langley is that way. And I can use like the lightest of touches. This thing is twitchy as all get up. There's a bit of back pressure and a bit of trim down. then of course it's going to be a very hard right to join the track. And turn on autopilot to finish the flight. Alright. So where's the field? Should be like in front of me. It's right here. Imagine the complaints. And yeah. There goes the flyby at Abbotsford. Oh, that was a bit nuts. But hey, that's what I live for. Now let's fly this direction a whole bunch. All right. Well, I am getting there. Alright, so let's do autopilot, vertical speed, yeah, just fast enough. What was that? The MFD just flashed at me something fierce. Take a small break now that the fun stuff is behind us. Fly over Langley. Let's take a screenshot of this. Let's pop this. Let's range plus range. Okay, so I have to go all the way out to Bubul. That's a funny name for a waypoint. Bubul. Then go to Eprin, go to Alepi, and then down. But this is all sea level, so this is easy peasy. If I go look at the flight plan, yeah, at Bubul I should be 3,000, which we are already. And then at Eprin, I will go 2360, Ilepi 1400, and then the runway. The runway at 65 feet. So yeah. Minus. Oops. I put it 15. Be plenty, all right. Talk about a rich boy's toy. So we see in the distance our final destination, Vancouver Airport. But we have to go out to sea first. ETE is what? Oh, well, it's 30 seconds. We're going to be passing the VR NDB. Again, I forgot the damn trim. But the G1000 is better as at figuring it out. There you go. Trim's at neutral and boop. Hello, you. Let's take a shot like this. Shit, how about I do the approach thing? procedure. No, what am I doing? Frack! Flight plan! Oh man, I hate this. Stay here. Stay on target. Menu activate leg, ça urge. At least I'm at the right altitude. What the frack? Am I going direct, Bibil? Or did I fuck up again? What the hell did I do again? Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so... Me and fucking things up in the damn frickin' okay, yeah, well, I know. Let's do something more drastic. Let's go. This. Activate leg. And do approach. No, let's not do approach. Oh. Okay, I'm fucking things up again. Oh, crap. Well, at least I know slowing this thing down is not exactly hard. Cut the gas and the thing becomes a rock. Oh, now it's gonna go to Bubul to... Oh, man. Is it? I'm just turning around. How to look stupid on stream. Alright. Fuck that. My plane. We're gonna do this the hard way because I am dumb and I didn't pay attention to my GPS again. Yes, X-Planes loves its aircraft carriers. There's an aircraft carrier here in Canadian waters. Like, that's gonna ever happen. Okay. Let's bug this heading, go autopilot, go altitude, heading. Take a breather. So, on va faire flight plan. Then we're gonna go ILAP direct. Activate. And then we're gonna do nav, chill the gases, altitude 1500, vertical speed minus 500, minus 2000. There's the airport. I royally fucked things up again, because apparently that's what I do. There's a plane on final. Alright, it's gonna be my airplane. Let it fall down. Right. Let's do the gear and one notch of flaps. Give it some juice because we can. More flaps. And yes, one other ugly landing brought to you by Cosmic R5. Today has not been my luckiest landing day. I've been doing all sorts of things, and yeah. When you do crazy stuff on a flight, well, you pay for it. Alright, I'm gonna get ready to set the beta mode. Not in the air. Alright. water. At least there's that. Alright, turn off here. I'll take the butter after all my stupid shit. Stupid shit was stupid, I admit. Whoa. When this thing gets out of beta, man. Yoink. As soon as you turn off beta, yeet. You get airspeed alive, man. What the hell? What a beast, this plane. Its thing. God damn it, this plane on the ground. I'm sure it's safe to cross. Pretty damn sure. Taxiing at 45 knots is also safe. Full safe. Alright, let's beta here though. Go park at my favorite spot in Vancouver. Can already see the Coke machine with my name on it. Alright. Alright, good enough. Next to that tug. And cut off. Thank you very much. Ding dong. Alright. Avionics off. All lights off. Off. Shut the hell up. This off is good. Generator off. Just off. Okay, set battery 2 for next time, even though I don't think that's a big problem, but stuff has a tendency to stay on in this plane. Alright. Let's open doors. Throw on. Yeah, you can hear everything pinging. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I forgot the flaps. I don't care. Could not care less. Welcome to Vancouver, BC. As we see an A319 landing in the distance. Take a shot of that. And yes, the pocket rocket has guys that look around and stuff. Slightly less creepy. Ever so slightly. But yeah, I made it. Again. But il faut que j'arrête de jouer avec la petite GPS ou de penser à mon fucking approach. Oh man, I'm so bad. I am so bad. Please don't donate. It's useless. Damn. Alright. So do I want to do another flight right after that? Or do I want to take a break and come back later? I do want to eat and yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I want to like clear my head after all the stupid mistakes and yeah, 2 bad flights in a row. That's now doing the FMC flight would be asking for it. So I'm gonna need more practice for that. So yeah, as we watch this Jazz CRJ land, that's gonna be it for me, guys, for now. Take a break, take a bite to eat, maybe come back later. I do have chores to do and stuff, so anyways, for what it's worth, thank you very much for having been here. I'm gonna see about maybe a bit later. I just want to clear my head after 2 so-so experiences. Yeah, clearing my head is the way to go. On that note, I salute you. 07, ciao.